Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy. Big Funk, think right out here in the land. What I do for you? Well, I got a nice perspective for you today. A little different concept with a twist. See if I can pull that off and get you some enlightenment from a different perspective. Okay, no books today. It's on me. Let's go. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. The message is a story for life. I give life lessons. You tune in to receive them because no one's telling me so. So I appreciate you. Let's do what we do. Right thing is mission, and that's what I want. It's to enlighten. Hope I'm doing that. Inspire. Swear I'm trying to get that done. Educate. That's what I do for you. And motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Get yourself together. Be your best you and do what you do. Right thinking is way of life through what? Mental and spiritual discipline when daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of what? Reach a spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's the goal of all right thinkers. But that's the mission as the master right thinker. I want a bunch of y'all to master yourselves, so I have a bunch of master right thinkers also. A right thinker is you aspirant and trainer. When you reach mastery, you'll know. Let's go. Know thyself is the question. And when you meet self mastery, you had an answer to this one. Watch this. Are you a person who knows not and knows not that you know not? Then you're foolish. I disregard you. And those kind of people don't tune into me, so I know that's not none of my people. So it's just a question. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. That's why I do what I do. Thank you. I appreciate you too. I got you. Don't worry about it. And if you are this person, I'm your man. Are you a person who knows not and believes that you know? You're dangerous. I'll avoid you. If you're a person who knows, but knows not that you know, you're asleep spiritually. I'm spiritual alarm clock. I'm gonna wake you up with knowledge of self. If you're that person who knows and knows that you know, we're on the same wavelength. Follow them. Why? That's the wise one. All these persons reside in you. When I think of myself, it's a Maya, be true. I'm trying to get you to be your best you, which is following the wise man, take his advice and put it to action, and you'll get yours. That's the idea. That's the name of the game. Right thinkers, let's talk about. We've been doing the set. I've been trying to introduce y'all to set, and I'm hearing set's a bad guy. No, no, no. Again, get the lesson, get the understanding, and you put them in a proper perspective, and you'll understand who set is. Everybody thinks set is the devil. Nope, nope. Let me get a lesson right quick. Like I said, different spin. Let's talk about being set means you're not Heru yet, meaning you're ignorant. The young Heru, Picard, he's the bed, he's blind, he don't know himself either. So Set is grown and don't know himself. I mean, he didn't learn life lessons. That's the bottom line. Let's get to the lesson. Hope you can understand it. Set, aka your ego. The ancients gave us this is all psychological. This is all mental. So we knew about the brain a long time ago. All this new technology, this new phrases ain't showed me nothing new yet. I'm just saying. So watch this. If you know about your ego by studying set, you will know what it represents. Let me try to break it down for you right quick. Set, aka your ego self. That means edging God out. Set is on his own. He's a unique, one of a kind entity. Just let you know. That's why. And it's all philosophical, so you can learn a lesson. It's to teach you about yourself, okay? And he ain't good. I'm just saying. And edging God out is you being what? Ignorant of your higher self. So you edge him out. You don't know who you are. So you grandstanding, egotistical, doing you. That's my set. My daddy set. Excuse me. Set your ego, excuse me. If not controlled, will kill you. He killed his brother. The story goes he killed his brother. But the concept and the plot of the story, or the moral of the story goes is if you don't control Set, which is your ego self, he will kill you. You don't get long life living reckless and all willy nilly. Okay, Set don't care about health. Set don't care about diseases. Set just want to do Set. So you fall victim to a whole bunch of things that while you're doing you could fall victim of. So let's talk about this right quick. It's a concept, and that's your ego. Set is you before what? You become Heru. You are Set. But if you don't get enlightened, guess what? And change, raise your conscious level, live on a lower level, Set will kill you too. That's the point. He's a killer. Okay? He don't mean to, but that's what he do. Quick lesson. The snake. If the snake on the side of the road, almost dead, everybody going by, one day the lady walked by, picked him up, nursed him back to health, fed him, got him on health again. She come home one day, go to the closet, go to the cupboard, reach up, snake bit in the butt. She looked back and said, after all I did for you, this is what you do? So he said, you knew what I was, you brought me up in here. Still point. So if more of the story is, if you see something that don't work, you leave it be. You take it home, it could turn on you. That's the concept of that story. But that's the moral of that story. Don't be bringing stuff home that you don't need, because why? It could turn on you. Moving on. Set is what? All powerful. Oh, your ego. I keep explaining it to some people. We got the phrase, it ain't the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of fighting the dog. Set is the biggest dog you're gonna have. Why? He love a fight. He's not gonna give in. You got to whoop his butt. You know them guys who just ain't gonna just go down. You got to take them out. That's it. He ain't going out to fight. But sometimes, and watch this, that same energy, that same ferocity, you can use that to your benefit if you what? Control it. That's the purpose. You don't want to kill it. Why? You need that. That's who you identify yourself with. Your ego self is you. Understand that. That devil is you. Why? Because you're in opposition to God. Set and God don't get along. Set and Heru don't get along. It's the reason why. So if you got two people, one's good, one's bad, they're not going to go together. Okay, that's the concept. So when you got people doing good things and got people not doing good things, they're not going to socialize with each other. I know that's my concept. But moving on, that's why I got no friends. Moving on, I got a lesson for that one too. Set your ego self. Watch this. Okay, no. Set, if controlled, is a powerful thing. If controlled and used correctly, you will be a bad man. Why? With Set on your side, you a fighter. Okay, you ain't going down without a fight, and you'll fight to the end. Like the honey badger, you ain't giving up. That's the ego self. So you want that. Just want to have it under control. That's why I'm trying to get you the concept about Set. Moving on. Set, your ego self just needs what? Intellect. Need to be enlightened, aka spiritual knowledge. Need to be enlightened and introduced to God with knowledge. Okay? To what? To serve Heru. Heru with Heru. Why? Heru will put him in check. Heru will let him know who's the boss, and he will acquiesce. Matter of fact, his sentence for losing the fight with Heru is you gonna work for Ra fighting off Apophis, the real bad guy. So that's another lesson. Yeah, but that's the concept. Okay. But for you, your ego self needs to serve your higher self, not the other way around. And the higher self would never serve the ego self. He just want to intervene. You know what I can do. If you want to do that, be my guest. God let me run. It wasn't until I started doing something different, changed my life, he came and made himself known to me. I keep explaining that to you. So it ain't all what you're talking. No. If you ain't had your one-on-one with your higher self, you ain't knowing but BS and yourself and everybody else. Simple as that. Okay. And if you had that, you would be a different person. I know people who changed, who really changed. I know people who claim to change, but didn't change. Simple. Let's talk. Let's talk about Set. The egoistic people who don't know themselves and won't change. No change, change. Simple. I know a Satanian person, and I'm gonna talk about this person. I ain't gonna call your name. I would love to, but I'm gonna just tell them about you. And those who know you, they recognize what I'm talking about. That's subliminal messaging. Okay, I'm gonna describe you to the people who know you. So let's go. I know a Satanian person who's in control of other people's lives and doing them wrong across the board at his leisure, at his luxury. Satanian. approach to people, condescendingly dealing with people, because he's the HSC or the CEO. If you're a CEO, segue, pastor, and claim to be a God-fearing man, all those is titles and claims, but your actions show totally otherwise. You're set, my man. Yeah. With egoistic tendencies, you are a liar, perpetrator. Still a name of the Lord. All those titles go to you, not you because you're no, because your actions show that. You say these things, titles go with that, but your actions say otherwise. Let's talk about that. That's what set represents. You can't lie, cheat, and steal in the name of the Lord, wearing a little tie, all that nonsense, and the things that you do, you know God gonna get you. Moving on. No, you send karma. Oh, you gonna say thank you? No, karma. Take care of that piece of crap, because that's what you are. Moving on. I don't like them kind of people. When I know them, I'm gonna tell you about you. You can't lie, cheat, and steal in the name of the Lord and think you're gonna prosper. Simple as that. Your days is numbered, my man. You done reached the height of your nonsense. Now it's all downhill from here. Like my man say, BS will get you to the top. It just won't keep you there. That's why. When you're ego driven and you get a taste of success, make it to the top, you won't change until when? Crash and burn. Then you realize what you shouldn't have done. Too late, don't mean nothing. You'll see. All egoistic, successful people will fall. Every dynasty that took it by force fell. Spirituality don't take you by force. You're a willing participant when you serve the Lord. So I don't subscribe to a religion. So I ain't trying to take over nothing or nobody. I'm just trying to enlighten you to who you need to be and what you can do for yourself. That's what I do for you. That's my title, the master maker. All egoistic, successful people have fallen. And your ego can't, what? Oh, ego can't get you. Okay, can't get you. It can, your ego will get you to the top. But like I said, it won't keep you there. Simple as that. Moving on. Friends who are not really your friends are sectarian, egoistic people. Why? They're gonna lie to you about being cool with you and being with you and you all that, you this and you that, but the whole time scheming and hiding the agenda behind your back. Sectarian people. They're not real. They fake phony people. And if they're gonna fake you and be phony with you, they ain't treating God sincerely. But that's between them and their God. Those jealous friends, I heard what he jealous. I don't know what. Don't get caught up in somebody else's concepts and feelings. But let me see, those kind of friends is set. And if you're doing good, well, you're not. They're not gonna be happy for you. They act like it is, but they really hate and they really looking for you and hoping for your demise. We know a bunch of people like that. Okay, they call you their friends. Friends, how many of them? I got none. I don't feel bad. If your friends, again, watch this, are not really your friends, you ain't friends. You ain't got none. A bunch of phony people, come loose. Leave them alone. They don't miss you. I would rather be alone than with, I'd rather be alone with God than be with a bunch of phony people. Take that deal every day, 24/7, 365. Ain't even a question about that one. Why? Those fake friends always show their what? Their true self, like the ego. He don't hide who he is. He is who he is, and they do it. Watch this. They don't hide. Listen, they'll show their true selves when, in the end, Set can't and don't hide who he is. All egoistic people are Satanians, and they will never show you. Watch this. They will never show you unconditional love in the utmost respect. Why? They don't have it in them. That's why you can't give something you don't have. I'm just saying. Not last, but we getting there. Okay, I gotta wrap this up. Not living right. Here you go. Or not living up to your title makes you sad. Why? If you had a title, you don't do the things that make you be that title, you should have that title. They just bar and just bump people who do the wrong thing with them titles. Okay, so yeah, I mean, got to do the right thing. Let's talk about y'all. I hate, despise all you title holders who really just abuse your position because you are egoistic. That's all it's about. You could care less about people's feelings, life situations. All you care about is you. That's what makes you egoistic. Again, title holders have this big head, aka the ego complex. I'm better than everybody else. I went to so and so. I got this. I did that. That don't mean nothing. Just take your actions. Take all that nonsense out. Now, how you treat people? How many friends you got that befriend you because of what you did to them? Stuff like that. Let's look at that, because that's what's going to be judged by, not your education point. No, that's you way wrong with that nonsense. Let's go back to the situation. Big head, aka ego complex. I'm better than you. Set ego, total pure ego. Having a title and not living up to it is a pure ego. Bad leadership, pure ego. All about me, I. You're going to have a mutiny. You're going to have a realization that they're going to realize you ain't who you present yourself to be. And once the people who follow and believe in you see that who you are, they must stop following you. You be by yourself. I'm an evangelist, master teacher, aka sage. I live up to every one of them titles. And I didn't give them to me. I just lived up to them. Big difference. When you live right, and you're not, whatever title you have is because you earned it. It's just that simple. Drug dealer, ladies' man, whatever, man's man. But those are titles that you earn for what you do. Yeah. Good man, God-fearing man, the right thinking man, whatever you want to call me. Okay, but I'm doing it. I'm not professing. I'm that. Nope. I'm showing. I'm that. You can't say it. Well, you show them what you are. So I got that point. You ain't hiding nothing. Set. Let's go. Let me wrap this up again. I appreciate you tuning in. All right, okay. Watch this. Where you at? Become a right thinker. I got mom say you ain't learned nothing from what you had, so you didn't have nothing. And be your best you, aka become Heru. I didn't teach that to my students. Why? Because like they would swear to God, that's them. But they didn't put the work in. So the whole goal is to put the work in to become Heru. My mission as a right thinker, master right thinker, is that all my right thinkers know themselves, aka God. Again, I give you my mission statement. I want you to know that. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna tell you what I told you. That's lesson 101. Lesson given 101, aka teaching. Let's go. Last one, I'm wrapping it up. Right thinkers know about Seth. I told you about him. You need to know him. And to get anywhere on the tree of life, you got to conquer your ego. Okay? That's who they start out being, ignorant of themselves. I know that. I'm trying to get you to understand it now to bring you up with knowledge and understanding that you're going to have to learn to profess, manifest, and see for yourself. That's what it's all about. I'm going to take you from the bottom to the top. That's my goal. That's my plan. That's the idea. Right now, with daily practice, my right thinking philosophy, to become Heru is what I'll do for you. I keep telling you that. That's my whole goal. I got one-track mind. I got tunnel vision. I'm not going nowhere. I'm going to enlighten you by hook or crook and by any means necessary. I'm going to get that job done. If you live right, learn your spiritual truths. That's how you become Heru. Nothing special, ain't nothing to hope. No, just do the things that you need to do, and you'll be fine for you. Why? Because that's who's going to recognize it. Last one. Set is meant to be controlled. But, set is meant to be controlled by you, not the other way around. And most of us is getting it the other way around and wonder, I can't figure this thing out, or everything will never. Yeah, you ain't woke up, you haven't been enlightened, and you'll never become Heru as long as you think it's all about you. I'm out. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. I got bored. You know the deal.